United States 1, Germany 2. Now listen, I very often get called a hater for being overly critical of the US national team even when we win. But what if I told you this loss didn't really bother me? This is a friendly. And I actually thought we played quite well, which we're going to talk about that throughout the episode. What I want to say is, despite losing 2-1 to Germany, this was quite encouraging. Hello. If you're new here, I'm Filippo, and welcome to Tactical Manager TV. And today we have the 7 Things We Learned series, where every single day following a US men's national team game, we tell you 7 things that we learned. Now, there's always more than 7 lessons, so you can let me know in the comment section down below, what did you learn from Germany 2, United States 1, which was the very last game before the United States makes their debut in the 2026 World Cup this Friday. Yes, you heard that right. This Friday against Paraguay.
Holy crap, the World Cup is here.
Yesterday was also a historical day because we had the Tactical Manager 2026 flu stream. I don't know how I did it. I do want to praise myself for doing a 2 to 3 hour stream and recording this video after rewatching the game with a massive flu. I'll be fine for the World Cup, but again, I'm giving myself a high five. You guys can also give me a high five in the comment section down below. As you can see, I'm not only taller and better looking than Tom Cruise, I'm also tougher than Tom Cruise. He would not have done a 2 to 3 hour stream if he had a flu. The only guys that could have done that would have been Michael Jordan, we know that, Michael Jackson, and very likely Bono. And this video is brought to you by Underdog, but more on that later. Right now, all you have to do is drop a like right now in this video. And with that said, let's roll the intro and start with lesson number 1. Lesson number 1, besides the loss, which we did lose 2-1, it's definitely not all doom and gloom. We played a very good game. The United States was quite good. The first 10 minutes, we did not play well. We conceded a goal and Germany was dominating us. But from the 10th minute to the 60th, which is when we started to make a bunch of subs, we were better than Germany. We were not allowing them to create many chances. We were creating multiple chances. We could have gotten the lead. Unfortunately, we didn't. But overall, the performance was quite good. And I'm not going to get into details. Besides a few individual performances that we're going to talk about very soon, the overall team played very well. It's very encouraging. And if, for example, if Chris Richards was playing and not Miles Robinson, which Richards should be available against Paraguay, we probably would have won this game. Now, of course, I don't want to go into ifs and buts. We did lose, in fact. But because it's a friendly and the result itself, you want to get it, but it doesn't matter too much. The performance matters more. I'd rather us play the way we did, actually playing well when we had most of our starters, and lose 2-1, than get a lucky 1-0 win where Germany pounds us and completely dominates the game. I would rather what I saw yesterday, and I thought that was a very good performance, and I am actually excited. I am optimistic and looking forward to the World Cup. Honestly, both friendlies, Senegal and Germany, there's a lot of positives to take from it, and you should be optimistic for the United States during the World Cup. But now lesson number 2, and that's a bit of a negative or something that we have to work on and improve. The defense has to improve. We played 2 friendlies, Senegal and Germany. We conceded 4 goals. That's 2 goals per game. If we concede 2 goals per game in the World Cup, we might get out of the group. We might be able to outscore some of the opponents there, but eventually in the knockout rounds, you're screwed. We can't beat opponents by just outscoring them. Actually, we didn't beat Germany, right? The defense has to improve. Now, mind you, Miles Robinson is a big problem. Out of the 4 goals we conceded, 3 of them he was directly involved or kind of involved. Regardless, if it's Miles Robinson, I hope he doesn't play. I hope it's the last time we've seen him. I'm not even going to talk about him in a specific lesson because I'm tired of talking about Miles. He shouldn't be there. But the defense has to improve. We cannot be conceding 2 goals per game. We leaked goals in the last camp with Portugal and Belgium, and we leaked goals this pre-World Cup camp. That has to improve. We are underdogs in the World Cup. Every single underdog and dark horse story in the history of the World Cup has always started with a rock-solid defense. And that is the only thing that's so concerning me. Our defense has not looked rock solid so far. We really need Chris Richards back. Now, before we continue, a quick word from the sponsor of this video, Underdog. Don't go anywhere. Drop a like in this video as well. And listen, I'm going to put the link in the description if you want to join our Underdog free-to-enter bracket, World Cup bracket, where you will be going against me and other viewers of the channel. click the link in the description. It's free. You just make an account, you enter the bracket, we're all going to go against each other, and there will be prizes for the winners. I believe it's just Underdog bonus credits, but whatever. If you beat me, you get bragging rights. So make sure to enter that. And that's all. We'll be back very soon. Do not go anywhere. So, the biggest soccer event in the world will happen here in the United States this summer. Or shall I say, the biggest sporting event in the world. And you know what can make it a little bit more exciting? Underdog. And the game I like to play at Underdog is called Pick'em. And it's very easy to play. I just click on it, scroll to the soccer section, pick a player for a specific match, and select the stats I believe will be lower or higher. It's very easy to play. I usually pick the downside of the stats because hate watching a player is much more fun. Trust me. But then again, analyze the players, his stats, who they're facing, and how he has been doing before you make your pick, so you can make sure to win. Underdog also has their very own predictions market. And you can download the app right now using the link in the description of this video and the promo code TACTICAL. And in the process, you'll be helping the channel and yourself. Because new customers get $50 in bonus entries after they play $5 and use the promo code TACTICAL. We got very creative with it. So again, don't forget to use the link in the description and the promo code TACTICAL. And thank you very much, Underdog, for sponsoring the channel. All right, we're back. Hopefully you're still here. You're definitely still here if you're listening to me. So lesson number 3. I liked our mentality this game. And why do I say that? We conceded an early goal, okay, which was terrible defending. And Germany was actually creating a few chances in the first 10 minutes. We didn't play well the first 10 minutes. So we were bending, but we didn't break. This team's mentality has been questioned many times because, actually, rightfully so. But in this game, we did bend, we did not break. We stayed under control, and we started to slowly get into the game after the 10th minute. Now, mind you, during the World Cup, we cannot start this slow, and we cannot concede early, right? Actually, we shouldn't even concede first, but especially not in the first 10 minutes and get completely outplayed. If the opponent was a little bit better than Germany, even though Germany is a top team, we could have been down 2-3-0 in the first 10 minutes, and it would have been bad, or at least 2-0. But I liked the mentality. We did not break, we stayed composed, and we bounced back, and we honestly outplayed Germany. From minute 10 to minute 60, I thought we were the better team. Yeah, but again, let's try not to concede early during the World Cup. Okay, lesson number 4. It's been pretty obvious that Pochettino wants to play Tillman in the double pivot, so he plays deeper, and Weston McKennie plays higher up the field in like a 10, essentially, right? I don't like that. Whether we're playing a 4-2-3-1 and then he's the 10, or playing a 3-4-2-1 and he's one of the double 10s, McKennie, I would rather have McKennie next to Tyler Adams. I think they have better chemistry. And I also think Weston McKennie's better defensively. And he's better at doing that box-to-box midfield role. Tillman has a better pass, maybe, more composed on the ball. That might be why Pochettino wants him deeper to help on the build-out. But I think Tillman has more goals in him. McKennie does score goals, but Tillman is more goal dangerous. So I want Tillman higher up the field and McKennie deeper. Will Pochettino do that? There's no indication, right? It seems like he wants to play Tillman in the double pivot next to Tyler Adams. All I'm saying is I would prefer McKennie and Adams playing there, and then Tillman playing ahead of them if you're going to start Tillman, because Tillman didn't have a good game. Just my opinion, but the lesson here is Tillman will probably be the central midfielder, and McKennie will be the central attacking midfielder under Pochettino. Lesson number 5. I don't think Gio Reyna will play much in the World Cup. Don't get me wrong. He's useful. He will be useful, especially if you play a mid to low block or a team that's beating us and we need a goal, or tying Australia or tying Paraguay. I just think the tougher the opponent is and the more defending we have to do, or the more back and forth the game is where we have to press, counter press, track back, I don't think Gio will play those games. And I'm okay with it. It's just that if we're playing Australia and it's 0-0 and they're trying to hold on to a draw, that's where Gio can come in. Even though I'm seeing Gio playing it a little bit too safe. And that's not what I want to see from him when he's subbed in. Against Senegal, he was okay. This game, I didn't think he played well, even though he was playing mostly with the subs. My overall point here is don't expect Gio to get a lot of minutes in the World Cup. Very likely he will play when we need a goal and when it's a game that's not super intense and back and forth. I could be wrong, but that's what I think will happen. Lesson number 6. This is a quick one. He was very good against Senegal, and once again, he was good against Germany. What I saw yesterday was a very confident Christian Pulisic. And Christian Pulisic is a streaky player. When he's confident, his highs are very high and his lows are very low. So the lesson here, and honestly, I would put money on this if I could. I think Pulisic's going to have a very good World Cup. I was very concerned because the last 6 months of Milan were not good for Christian Pulisic, but his confidence is back. And I am 99% sure that he's going to have a very good World Cup. I would expect at least 3 to 4 goal contributions, and that's just my take on it. I think that'll happen. I was worried, but I'm not anymore. All right, we've reached lesson number 7, and once again, I'm going to kindly request for you to hit the like button if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel. We're very close to hitting 60,000 subscribers if we haven't hit it already during this video. And lesson number 7 is not something specifically towards the U.S. men's national team. What I want to say is based on the weather, travel, the bracket, injuries, and the friendlies, what I'm seeing happening every game, and how the floor has been risen in global soccer, right? The floor of global soccer is higher than ever. The ceiling hasn't gotten that much higher. So teams like the US, they're as good as they've ever been, right? This is the best team the US has ever had, in my opinion. Japan, South Korea, even though you're going to say 2002, I think the South Korea team might even be better with a bad cycle. Canada, we can even go to European sides as well. Morocco, Senegal. The floor of the tier 2 teams, we should call it, Colombia, right? They're as high as it's ever been. You add on top of that travel, the weather, the bracket, everything that's going on. Expect this World Cup to be incredible. Expect this World Cup to have incredible upsets. There will be one crazy dark horse. I am 99% certain of that. It will be a fantastic World Cup. I have high hopes that we will see some insane upset. And then I want to just close that. Why can it not be us? All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. The World Cup starts this Thursday. We're going to do a full coverage, previews, live watch-alongs, post-games. We're going to go also to Chappelle Football, where we cover more of like Brazil and South American countries. And then here we're going to cover the U.S., Mexico, maybe Canada as well. It's going to be big. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be a tremendous World Cup. We're all going to love it. It's going to be amazing. I want to thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like before you go. Thank you very much, Underdog, for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to enter the bracket. It's free, and you have to enter before the World Cup starts. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.